What's going on? It's your dog Art Man the Great, and we're back with another boxing conversation. Lord, man, it's finally here. Inoue versus Fulton. It's been reports that that fight is signed and sealed, ready to fucking go. I'm ready to go. It's one of the fights that make you want to grab your passport. I don't have a passport, but I'm thinking about getting one because Japan, to see my guy Fulton perform, he needs some brothers in attendance because, man, it's going to be hella funny when my guy Fulton outclass this guy and have everybody on hush. Yo, what's going on?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So looks like we getting fucking Fulton and Inoue. And I think what it really is because Inoue is co-promoted by Sayatama or whatever the fuck that group is called over there in Japan. I think that's really the reason why we getting everything so fast and so quick because if Inoue was just Bob Arum's boy, it wouldn't be a situation where they just put him in with Fulton off top, especially because Fulton is PBC. So people over here sucking Bob Arum dick. It's like, well, no. Inoue has another promoter, which is why the fight's going to be in Japan because they can actually do some good business. And Bob Arum gonna take a slice and put on ESPN Plus. But I think if it was just Bob Arum, we probably wouldn't be getting this shit.
The last statements I remember from Bob Arum about Inoue was that nobody in America really watches him. Only Asian gamblers pay for that shit.
Because it's true. No, nobody, and that's another reason why it's going over to Japan. Like this isn't a situation where it's like Triple G and Murata. Triple G and Murata would have did way more numbers in the United States because American white people like Triple G. But in this specific situation, it might actually do more numbers in fucking Japan because nobody over here gives a fuck about Inoue. And not to mention, if Inoue want to get some respect over here, people don't want to admit it, but what you're saying is right. You beat a half decent black fighter and you instantly get an American fan base. That's how foreigners make it in America. You got to smoke somebody black. Well, why do you think Costa Zoo got famous? Because he clipped Zab Judah. That's it. Without that win, he could have beat anybody else. Nobody would have gave a fuck about no fucking Costa Zoo. Nobody would have cared. That's the litmus test. If you're a
That
foreign,
win, that win so strong it passed down generations.
right? People think Tim Zoo is good out of nowhere. Like what? He's done nothing because he and keep in mind he didn't stop Terrell Gaucher. He almost got stopped by him.
Nigga, I was there, front row, right next to Jake Donovan, ball head ass. I was right there, and I seen it, man. It's like Goucher, he stopped, he dropped him, and then after that, he just pulled back, and I'm like, bro, what's going on? And then I don't know, man. It just makes me want to put my Tim Ford Kofi on, but from what I seen, Tim ain't all that.
He's not. I mean, he got some power, but plenty of people got power that can apply it. Like fucking Dillian White got power and he's trash. So like, that's whatever. But yeah, no. So everybody knows that the litmus test, if you're a foreign, especially if you're a non-black foreign fighter, if you want an American fan base immediately, smoke somebody black. That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Smoke somebody black and it's done. No, I disagree. Fulton is probably better known here. Because there's this common misconception that Americans don't support the sperm weight divisions because Americans don't run sperm weight, and it's like no. I mean, we have a fucking American champion down there, like one of I swear to God, one of them, and I think he's black too. Like we have somebody down there, but it's just we don't watch them as often. It's the same reason why whenever you talk about Gary Antonio Russell, people hardly know who you're talking about. It's just those divisions are not they don't have that much talent down there. That's the reality of the situation. They're not as stacked as the other ones. And that's no disrespect. That's just the reality of it. But yeah, I swear to God, there's somebody down there in them little sperm weights is a champion. I don't know, but oh no, I think he's like a South African dude. Either way,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
you know,
But look, one thing I noticed, D Hive, I got to speak on it. It's like once that fight became real, all the people talking to Newey number one talk is getting real silent, and now they big enough Fulton.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. First, Fulton didn't even deserve a P for P spot. Now all of a sudden, people talking about he top five because they think Inoue beats him. I can't stand you niggas. I really can't. All of a sudden, Stephen Fulton is getting all this respect he never got because it's the Inoue fight.
Man,
Like
I
that.
see some people getting scared, bro, and saying that Fulton is cherry picking
That's a bunch of bullshit.
because they
Especially
said Inouye's small. You didn't even give him time to adjust to the weight.
this nigga's nickname is Monster. What are we doing?
Yeah, Dion. What are we doing here?
He's supposed to be the most avoided person in all of sperm weight. People when fucking Fulton announced the Figueroa fight or talked about it, people said he was running from Inoue. Now we get in the fight suddenly it's cherry. No, bro, I'm sick of you dudes. Y'all do this way too often. I'm fucking tired. Y'all tried to do the same thing with Wilder and Fury. Oh, he's cherry picking Fury. He's fresh off the couch, even though he had 2 fights before he fought Wilder for the first time, and the nigga was significantly bigger than Wilder. Talking about cherry pick. Like, these motherfuckers made me sick.
I know, bro. They say he cherry picking. He didn't get accustomed to the weight. But I knew he doing what a lot of the black rates do. They just jump up and fight the best at the top, right?
Because
Y'all say you like that.
Because Inoue knows he's not going to get any respect in the United States if he doesn't. You're just gonna keep going on that whack ass fucking diet of random ass Japanese dudes or Thai dudes who had their first fight in a prison that we've never heard of. Like these motherfuckers want to try to give him credit. Like we give him credit for Donaire. Okay, cool. But after that, motherfuckers gonna try to give him some credit for fucking what Butler and the Baloney brothers. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody
Tony
trying to see
Maloney.
that. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to see that shit. The Maloney brothers are cool, but they're not fucking world beaters. They don't have no credentials like that.
Not at all.
Yeah, bro. Like, but honestly, like my only concern is like, cause I know I was talking on the timeline about Inoue. Like, I'm analyzing skill set at this point because Scooter is not a punk, and it looks like this fight is probably going to happen. I'm not even saying that Inoue has to have a bunch of success, but the fight is going to be in Japan. Even if Inoue gets so much as a knockdown, like not even like a good knockdown. I'm talking about a knockdown not even a flash. Like remember when Shakur Stevenson knocked over Oscar Valdez? He didn't even like hit him. He just knocked him over and he fell off balance. Even if some shit like that happened, they're gonna give the whole fight to Inoue. And y'all know this. Like Scooter could just be off balance and then Inoue tap him. He fall over. Oh, knockdown. He do that twice. It's over. Whole fight gone.
Oh, you see, you blacks are making excuses already.
Yeah, exactly. Because
blacks.
Because keep it real,
y'all excuses. Because I ain't gonna lie, the community we have been saying like, we love the fight that the fight is happening, but it's happening over there, so we got to keep an eye out. I'm sorry, what happened to Wilder? We just can't allow big fights like this to go unchecked.
Well, people are making this seem like we don't do this with all American fighters. Didn't we just do the same thing for Haney? In fact, a lot of people that shit on Haney today told him not to go. They told him to vacate the belt and leave the division and not fight Kambosos. So y'all can't be like, oh, you just doing this because it's Inoue. No, we do this with everybody. We did it with Wilder. We did it with Clarissa Shields. We were like, man, this bitch going over to the UK. Oh man, this might be a problem. You know? We did it with Errol Spence when he had to go over there. We did it with Clarissa. We did it with Haney. We do it with everybody. You know, like if Joe Smith had to go to Russia, we'd be doing it for him.
Yep, that's how it is.
Yeah, because you niggas be cheating, and especially when it comes to black folks, because they know no one's gonna care. They know if a nigga gets cheated, nobody cares. They're like, yeah, whatever, shut up, black.
Yeah, stop all that crying.
Yeah, so so we're on it. We're on it, and not to mention, Donaire complained about Inoue's tactics, just like Triple G complained about Canelo's tactics. So niggas didn't make up this shit. The other people did. We didn't write the book.
Speaking of fucking. Let's do a quick sidebar. Did you hear your man Hector Garcia?
No, I don't listen to him. What he say?
Hector Garcia said that Meek Mill and Javante Davis were in cahoots and planned that fight in the crowd to get him off balance so Javante can go in there for the kill. He said the fight was the fight in the crowd was staged. I'm not joking. He really said that shit behind. I said, nigga, Dominican boxing is going out.
Oh
Insane,
my
bro.
god! No, this didn't we say it was gonna be some stupid shit? It was gonna be something stupid. That they
Yep. I said they can go to the channels and they're gonna be saying that stupid shit.
Oh my god! You know, I actually respected Hector Garcia up until right now. Are you fucking kidding me? He said that was planned because you
Yeah,
need
bro.
some,
I'm not joking. He really said that shit.
because you need some fucking master plan to beat Hector Garcia, man, bro. Okay, tell you what, have that nigga move up to 135 and see if he don't get his ass whipped again, because he's not cold like that. Come on, bro. Oh my god, this nigga said it was in cahoots. They was in cahoots.
The niggas was defending, folks was defending this nigga saying, oh man, how can you talk about him? He's such a world-class fighter. And that nigga, fuck all that shit, nigga. I already knew that nigga was on that type of shit, man. From that delinquent comment. He's a fucking tune-up.
This motherfucker.
He's a tune-up.
He said I had Meek Mill drive down to the fight and intentionally start shit to get a distraction.
The dream chasers in the clique.
Right. To get a distraction. And keep in mind, Hector was getting his ass whipped for the last 2 rounds straight. So
I know. I just rewatched that fight too. That's the crazy part. Man,
Yeah,
it was getting bad for his ass.
Yeah, so if Tank needed a distraction, it would have been earlier in the fight where Hector looked like he was having some success. Why would he wait until he's like fucking clearly outboxing and whooping Hector ass all of a sudden? Oh, let me go ahead and get a fucking get a distraction there so I can fit. Like, come on, bro.
The dream chasers got on his ass.
What's up, 88? People complain about Andre Ward being dirty. Yeah, right. And I keep in mind, Andre Ward got me blocked on Twitter. I think he's a bum on the microphone. But as a fighter, he was fighting niggas that were on steroids. So I'm not going to sit here and criticize Andre Ward about being dirty when he's fighting garbage dudes. Like Kovalev, very talented, very strong. But he's a garbage dude. He was probably on steroids, and he's dirty himself. So I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. And you're right, Tay. You're absolutely right. But we have some people that we know in the armed forces that are over in Japan, and they say this shit is on the up and up. I'm trusting their opinion. But however, Inoue is probably the most famous Japanese boxer they got right, like ever. Like he's like their fucking Pacquiao basically at this point. So I'm thinking they're gonna do whatever they need to do to protect their national pride.
Last time I checked, niggas was dropping flowers on the floor instead of giving it to Floyd.
Right.
Remember that shit?
Right. I mean,
Y'all remember that shit?
Yeah, they didn't cheat Floyd out the victory, but they showed disrespected him. And
they
Floyd
disrespect that nigga. Like,
and Floyd is a fucking weenie for picking those flowers up. I would have kicked him back over to that dude and be like, man, just give me my money.
Right,
damn
nigga.
Flowers.
Sign a fucking check, bitch.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked them flowers up and been smiling at this crowd. I'm like, man, hey, fuck you. Who is this dude?
Why is this motherfucker? Black people get cheated more in the States than overseas. That's true. That's true. But I text my dude who's close to Fulton. I texted him the other day, and I told him, I said, man, I know Fulton is smart, but please, man, make sure this nigga understands that niggas do not play fair. They don't.
Right. And also tell them, do not put on a show. This needs to be the most boring fight of your life. I'm talking like this needs to be like fucking, I don't know. Think of like Colbert versus what's that Mongolian nigga's name? King Tug. This needs to be the most boring fucking fight ever. Okay? I'm talking take zero chances.
You talking about Robert Easter Barthélemy?
Yes, this needs to be the most boring shit on earth because
that's probably the worst fight I've ever seen.
Right, but this needs to be the most boring shit on earth because y'all can talk about Inoue's size or whatever, but that little shit can punch. Okay, and there are some times in the mid rounds that I've observed where Stephen Fulton gets a little gas, and when he's waiting on the second win to come in, he'll try to reach in for a clinch. Unfortunately, because Stephen Fulton is the bigger fighter, in that range where he's looking to reach in for a clinch, that's right at the end of Inoue's punches. And as far as Inoue working on the inside, I'm pretty sure Inoue has the hand speed advantage, and he knows how to work his combinations very like way more crisp than fucking Figueroa did. So don't take no chances. Keep it boring. Keep it at the end of a jab and move the fuck around. Conserve all your energy for your defense. You land your shots and you step over. Don't be trying to prove nothing by trying to engage and have a shootout. Because even though this motherfucker came from sperm weight and he's been fighting people that he's bigger than, it's clear there's some power there. Yeah, you know, you got in situations like this, you got to play to your strengths. You don't want to play to the enemy's strengths. That may work on marginal dudes, but like honestly, I really think that what's his name, Brandon Figueroa went up to 126, so he wouldn't have to deal with Inoue. Because I'm gonna tell you this: if I'm PBC, I'm looking at Figgy like an Inoue sacrifice to get him over here. No, the fuck you don't have to engage. Shit. You do not have to engage. Inoue can be outboxed. And that's the good thing about Inoue. He sits down on all his punches, so he's not as mobile. But yeah, you do not have to be outboxed.
That guy Fulton is fast, bro. His
Very.
reflexes on point, and he does his clinch game is pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I seen a little bit of that in his footage here.
I'm worried about him going in for the clinch on Inoue because I think Inoue is pretty decent when it comes to clinch denial.
Look how he pulled it off in this shit right here. Hit him with that straight right hand and then follow, then clinch him. Yep, straight right hand and clinch him. Good legs.
That's true, but I remember
Flinching, reflexes. See, he'll rush him and then fucking clinch him.
That's true, but Inoue will slip and punch off of that. You remember how I got Maloney? Maloney threw the straight right and moved in. Inoue just slipped it and fired the right back. Just whap, real quick, and then it was over. He's a good counterpuncher, man. He's a good counterpuncher. And I'm worried that because Inoue is not a better boxer than Fulton, but he's not garbage either. And with his power, his boxing skills are just enough to cause problems. So, you know. No, I mean, Dustin, that's true, but not if Inoue's not landing anything. Inoue has very short arms and very crisp punches. The misses will be obvious.
He can't fight Inoue like he fought Figueroa.
Hell no. Absolutely
and I think he
not.
showed that. I think he showed us the difference in that that what you call again fight, the Ramon fight. He showed us that he can box and, you know, keep his defense up.
I mean, yeah, true, but Miguel Ramon was not a puncher. If you look at his record, he wasn't no puncher. So
I thought he was.
No. I mean, not Miguel, but Daniel Ramon. My bad. Let me see. Let me look at the records here. And Stephen Fulton don't get enough credit for retiring him. He retired that dude.
Damn. So I'm looking at Fulton's highlights, and in the comment section is a Japanese person, and he says if he fights Inoue in Japan, he's gonna lose because they are known for taking steroids here in Japan.
Oh shit. Oh, see, this is what the fuck I be talking about. Oh,
it's a real Japanese account because they got the little anime shit and all that. And I'm on their page right now. They got all types of Japanese shit on there.
And yeah, no, I'm looking up Daniel Ramon's record right now. He wasn't a puncher. He's 29 wins, 10 knockouts. Nah, he didn't even have a KO ratio of 30%. He wasn't a puncher.
They banking on Inoue to fucking knock out Fulton.
Because that's the only way he wins.
They're not saying he's gonna outbox him.
Because he can't. Yeah, the thing is too, people keep trying to make up his boxing ability, bro. He's known as the monster. He's not known as the master, the chess player. He's known because he smokes dudes, because that's all he can. That's all he does. His boxing ability is limited. That's why motherfuckers were worried about Inoue going up too high. They were like, oh, he's too small. It's the same bullshit with Lomachenko. They worried about him going up too high in weight. It's like, yeah, because this dude isn't like that. You can't call someone pound for pound and you're scared about them fucking proving it. That's why they wanted to anoint this dude as pound for pound number one for going up random weight divisions fighting fucking nobody. But now that he's getting to some real smoke, all of a sudden as well, he is kind of small. So if he loses, it's not like, he's still gonna be PB and like, man, fuck out of here, bro.
Now, folks are saying, "Oh, Inoue only had one knockout in his last 10 fights." I mean, not Inoue, Fulton.
That's facts. He's not a puncher. But so what about it? Like, I mean, we've seen this a bunch of times. Like people keep talking about, power this, power that. We've seen skill be power plenty of times.
Bro, they keep on forgetting, bro. Said KO judge overshadow it. Said Inoue gets the same label as Tank. Hell no. Fuck
No,
no.
not at all.
They trying to say Inoue better than Tank.
That's that's absolute unadulterated stupidity. If Inoue and Tank were in the same weight class, they would accuse Tank of fucking cherry picking. If he were to fight him, that no, nope, nope. It's a bunch of goddamn bullshit. Yeah, I mean, shit. If yeah, nah, it's just not. Not only visually speaking, but like, no, like, 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 come on, bro. Like that would be like shit, like Tank. I'm like if Tank beat up like Burchelt or some shit. Oh no, he's not an equivalent. He's not an equivalent to a Donaire. But yeah, like an older lightweight that was 40, had some good wins, had a good career. Yeah, if he beat up somebody, yeah, okay, fuck it, let's go Burchelt. If he beat up Burchelt and then did what Inoue did, going undisputed in a trash division, went on the same undisputed run as Josh Taylor, they still wouldn't give him that level of respect. They wouldn't put him as pound for pound number one.
I'm about to rewatch this Inoue versus Donaire. You think that's a good fight to judge it off or no?
The first one,
Yeah,
no, because he's made some improvements.
he made some improvements since then.
Yeah, because that's the fight he got his shit cracked. So yeah, he's definitely keeps his hands up more. He's a little bit more active when pivoting around. Um, he definitely tries to keep his head off the line and actually parry and avoid some jabs, even though he still gets hit. But well, Tank doesn't have to push because Tank is not like Tank doesn't need that many shots to beat up an opponent. Once Tank starts landing clean, is a wrap. So Tank doesn't need that many shots. So Tank doesn't have to push the action, and Tank can lose rounds. He has been outboxed, but so is anyway. But also, you have to take into account the people.
So you
that
saying
take
I should watch Inoue versus Butler?
Yeah, you can watch Inoue versus Butler. You can watch Inoue versus Donaire too, even though that fight didn't last that long.
He did there, killed that nigga in that fight. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oh shit.
Right.
That's what he was supposed to do in the first fight.
There's this one fight where he fought this dude where his first fight was in prison. You could what's his name? Oh, the Iran Daipian, that dude. When he knocked him out in round 8. You can watch that one. That one's pretty good. Demonstration of what you may see. But yeah, everything else is kind of hogwash.
So I'm watching this Butler highlights, right? I'm noticing that this guy is pretty fast. And he throw the punches serious.
Yeah, he sits down on everything, and that's where Scooter has to, take advantage of him.
That's what I see too.
Yeah, Scooter got to get his shit in and then step off.
Okay, he's showing a little bit good defense. Okay. he ripped that body, that left to the body. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Where does power they talking about? Because this nigga just ripped like three fucking right hooks to fucking Butler, and Butler's catching that shit with the high guard. Okay, this shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at what Dustin look at what Dustin is saying. Yeah, Butler came in there knowing he was food. But Butler came into that fight knowing he was basically a sacrifice. So he was in there with the goal to survive. Did he plan on getting some shots off and not going out like a bitch? Sure, but
Yeah, look, Butler going. He went off a little bit right here. Look,
yeah, you can hit anyway. He's there to be hit. I don't recommend Fulton do this shit though, because in Japan they're gonna give Inoue all this respect for going forward. Doesn't matter what you're doing.
I know, but you think Fulton's just gonna play the back foot all
Oh
fucking
shit!
day?
You see that left hook that Butler just got off? Fulton better sit down on that one. See that real quick left hook that he got off when they break from the ropes? Not that one. Not that
He
one.
got
Not
off
yet.
right there too.
Whack that one. Yep, right there. Fulton
That was short. That was short too.
Fulton got to sit down on that one because Fulton has a great left hook. You saw it in the Ramon fight. Fulton got to sit down on that one. He got to sit down on it, like really just whack, like Charlo with Castano. He got to get him off balance. Yeah, see all this shit here. They're gonna give Inoue the whole round. He do this shit for 10 seconds. See all this shit. He barely hit anything, but they're gonna give him the whole round.
Is it me or his fucking gloves look small as shit? His hands, I don't know. Maybe because it's a small ass weight class.
Well, no, that's just his symbol covering the glove logo because they do that weird shit in Japan. But he's wearing Cleto Reyes gloves because he knocked out Nodito Dornaire, and everyone on Twitter was getting their panties wet. Oh my god, Inoue and Cleto Reyes gloves is unstoppable. Fucking Weenie Hut Junior ass niggas. They just fucking make a meme out of
I see somebody
anything.
said, "I'll give my life for these gloves." Fuck them damn gloves, nigga.
They cost $150. Go buy them shits. You can have them at your house tomorrow. Like, what the fuck? I can go buy some black Cleto Reyes gloves. Like, motherfuckers,
Shit.
They're not grants.
Fuck was that from Inoue? I think you just playing with this nigga.
Yeah, he was. He was in there trying to put on a show. Like, oh, look at me. I'm the fucking monster. But, it's funny because his feet going to be working trying to actually hit Fulton clean.
That ring probably gonna be small as fuck.
Of course. Of course. They know Fulton going to be in there, moving.
Oh, he playing with this nigga.
Yeah, because he knows he's not fighting competition. He didn't do all this bullshit with Donaire, and Donaire was old.
This nigga walking down with his fucking hands. Nigga, what? He would never do no shit like this against Fulton.
No, because he would get popped in his
Look
shit.
at this shit.
Look at his feet. His feet stay planted.
They do.
Yep. Look at that. Wah, wah, wah. Duck walking right to him. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
Get this nigga out of here.
Yeah, I mean, Butler's being defensively responsible. And the thing is, Fulton is this, but with so many other extras. There's footwork, there's counter punching. So it's gonna be a task, man. It's gonna be a task. But
I say the only edge he got is the power thing, but I think the power thing is because he's fighting who he's fighting.
well, no, I would certify the power thing because I mean, even well, Donaire was Donaire, but he has shown that he's been able to like smoke these dudes. I admit that they've been smaller than him, so this Fulton fight is important for a lot of reasons because this is where this dude actually earns some of his hype. Like, are you the best fighter in the world, or what are we talking about here for real? But also, I feel like these dudes artificially anoint some of the smaller guys just because they feel like they don't get enough recognition. And I keep having to remind people, Y'all keep talking about Inoue like Pacquiao never existed. Pacquiao came up from 108 too. The difference was fans actually knew the sport back then, and they didn't give Pacquiao any respect until he got to 126 because he wasn't fighting no fucking body, and he was taking L's down there.
I like how he rips to the body in every combination damn near.
Yeah, Devin Haney need to start doing that. Being honest,
Niggas don't like doing that shit because when you lean to the body like that, it kind of exposes you up top a little bit.
it does, but hopefully,
You see what
hopefully,
happened to Rayu?
well, Rayo just doesn't move his head off the one. He got popped directly in his shit.
He tried to throw a left hook to the body or either the left or a right hook, and that nigga just caught that shit right up top.
Yeah, Rayo got so many other issues. I find it funny how people are writing Rayo off when it comes to Chris Colbert. I'm like, who is Chris Colbert again? This nigga has 6 knockouts. Rayo be okay.
He was done.
You see how he put his leg up in the air afterwards? Look at these British niggas. That's why they lost the war.
The fuck he put his leg up like that?
Yeah,
I don't know, man. D Hive, like I'm looking at it and I'm like, eh.
it'll make
I,
more. It'll make more sense if you go back and rewatch some of Fulton's fights, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Every time Fulton has a fight in like the 5th to 8th rounds, he'll usually start doing a lot of clenching. His feet will slow down. He'll start to catch his breath for a second win to where he can sweep the final rounds, and that's where he's going to be vulnerable.
he does
Because
do that. I do.
yeah,
I watched every fucking Fulton fight for the past like what couple years now. I seen the fight when he fought Leo in the bubble.
yeah, and motherfuckers they tried to make the same argument that they did with Figueroa. They tried to say he lost. That's bullshit because
That was bullshit.
he beat Leo at his own game, but he took a lot of shots in there as well. The same with Brandon Figueroa. He took a lot of shots. He just didn't have to. And you saw the moment he took a step back and got on his jab, he started piecing Figueroa up. And he got to do that the entire fight.
So what you think of D Hive prediction wise?
I'm leaning Fulton. I think this is Fulton's fight to lose. He has all the advantages except for power. So he gets in here, puts on a master class because anyway can be outboxed. It's very simple. He can be outboxed, and but the only reason why he fights the way he does is because he knows he has a power bailout. So I'm leaning Fulton. And also I support Fulton because he's American, he's black. So there you have it. But there are some things, man. There are some things that Fulton got to tighten up and stop trying to prove to everyone you're this guy. Like, no, just make it a nice, boring fucking fight. Take the check and go home.
Safely.
Yes, exactly. Because
Don't eat
anyway,
none of the food.
yeah, because that's the thing. People like Inoue, people like Virgil Ortiz Jr., even Jerron Ennis, they don't train to box. They use boxing skill as a contingency, but they train to stop you. Inoue is not coming in there to box with you. He's going to be hunting your ass down from the very beginning, trying to get this fight over with. Because he knows that the longer the fight goes on, the higher probability is that he loses. So he's going to come in there trying to whoop ass from the opening bell.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no feel out rounds. He's not gonna try to jab with you. He's not gonna be dumb like all of Shakur Stevenson's opponents where they try to outbox the motherfucking boxer. No, he's coming in fucking heat seeking missile, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, all that shit. He's coming to bomb your ass out of there.
You say he coming kamikaze style?
Right, exactly. Ain't gonna be none
Hey,
of that.
man, that's racist.
Yeah, ain't gonna be none of that feel out. Let me try to work my jab and do some like. Ain't gonna be none of that. He gonna come in to hunt you down from the opening bell.
Yep.
What you thinking, Cron?
Oh, for the fight?
Yeah, give us your breakdown, your assessment.
Yeah, I got Fulton stopping him late. I got it in round 9. I think Inoue he's gonna be trigger happy early, and then late game I think Fulton's just gonna catch him. I think he's just way too gifted of a boxer, where he's just gonna catch Inoue coming in, and like I don't know if y'all like know it from Inoue, but every time when he switches his lead hand to try to set up the right hand, he leaves his chin wide open. So I think when he sees that, like if I'm in his shoes, I should just work the body and then, try to get his hands low, and then after that, you just drill him with a good uppercut. Because, you know, if you're let the masterclass boxer puncher, then what you should do is just focus on, just drilling your shots to the body, get Inoue extremely tired late game. Happens, he's gonna get frustrated, like y'all said, and Fulton, he's just gonna catch him. He's just gonna brutally hurt him. I don't see where Inoue wins other than if Fulton has been extremely dumb, which I hope he doesn't. He's going to get himself caught in the exchange of where Inoue is going to be trigger happy to throw his wailing punches, and then whatever lands, he's just going to keep doing it until Fulton, falls victim to his pressure. I don't think it's going to end up like that, but that's just something just to keep in mind in case Fulton tries to get a little bit too hyper confident in there. But I think Fulton should get the job done. Inoue is like a tailored matchup for him, stylistically speaking.
All I know is you better not go in trying to out muscle the muscle and out punch the puncher and hook with the hooker and all that shit. Cause I know he hot headed, he got shit to prove and all that, but he bet not, man. Cause if this nigga get this, I'm gonna be so fucking upset.
Yeah, same here.
Then I gotta hear for the next 10 years about how this nigga's the greatest fucking fighter on earth. Shit is fucking. So now, bro, shit is aggravating because they're already arguing how to not put Fulton on the fucking top 5 pound for pound list off clipping this dude, but then trying to argue that Inoue deserves to be where he at, whether or not he fights Fulton, and that's bullshit. That's bullshit. This motherfucker has done nothing but beat an old Donaire twice. It took him 2 fights to do what Nicholas Walters did in 6 rounds, and Nicholas Walters didn't get no motherfucking credit. Whenever these motherfuckers don't fight nobody, y'all keep giving so much respect to going up in weight. We all know that going up in weight can be used as a method to limit your competition as opposed to increase it. Look at Canelo Alvarez. Look at Teofimo Lopez. Look at these dudes. Look at Ryan Garcia. These dudes went up in weight to avoid the smoke. So whenever you guys talking about, oh, they're moving up in weight, who gives a fuck? Shit gets on my goddamn nerves, just like fucking Terrence Crawford. Talking all this dumb shit about how he's moved up in weight. And fought who? He ain't fought shit up until this point. God damn, I can't stand that shit. But then all of a sudden, motherfuckers like Triple G get to be pound for pound number 1, ain't fought a motherfucking thing, and ain't going nowhere. Make up your minds. I can't stand how people's pound for pound criteria changes depending on who we talking about. Put out some criteria and stick to it. Y'all get on my nerves with this shit. I understand that people may not like the sperm weights and Inoue may not be getting the respect you feel he deserves, but that does not mean he's automatically earned a pound for pound slot because you feel he's neglected by the public. There's a reason why don't nobody watch that shit.
Also, if you just consolidate the weight classes, and Inoue, he doesn't beat anybody that you could think of on an all-time, skill set.
Bro, fuck a consolidation. If Inoue if Inoue literally fights a Donaire that's like 5 or 10 years younger, he loses. Yeah. He probably gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these motherfuckers, man. They talk all this they talk all this dumb shit. Like, look, I'm not even saying that Inoue's not a pound for pound top 10. But I don't believe he's the best goddamn fighter in the world. And if Scooter clips this motherfucker, he better be getting his respect. He better be going top 5 pound for pound, if not the best fighter on the fucking planet. Especially if
they're not gonna say that because they're gonna say he came up in weight.
I am. Fuck that. If Scooter clips this motherfucker and Devin Haney clips Lomachenko, them niggas are 1 and 2 for me.
Yeah, I agree.
And I haven't really done a pound for pound list since I've been like fucking 10 years old because it's all a bunch of bullshit now. But if Devin Haney clips Loma and Scooter clips this motherfucker, those two are 1 and 2. Devin number 1, Scooter number 2, Charlo number 3, fucking Spence number 4, and then I'll figure this shit out from then. Talking about some goddamn Inoue. I got to hear about this motherfucker because he moved up in goddamn weight. And you know what's so funny? All the people that be dick riding can never tell you who this dude fights. They can, like, I know the names that he's fucking fought. I know some of the goddamn names, but none of these dudes can tell you because they didn't watch the fights either. When this motherfucker, like, they didn't discover this dude until he got a decision off Donaire in the fucking Super Series that can't nobody shut up about. Like, ain't it like you know? It's just like Crawford. It's just like with his early fights. People keep talking about all these weight classes. Who the fuck was he beating? Oh well, you know, Burns, and Dongu. But he's gotten all knockouts. So what's like? You didn't even watch none of this shit because it sucks. Because it's fucking mediocre. And like I said, Inoue looks super impressive because he's bigger than everybody down there. And I'm not even talking about his height. I'm talking about just him. He's fucking huge. That's why he's over there just fucking bodying every goddamn body.
Yeah, he's just like, I really wish he just had the undisputed run at like at least like featherweight or super featherweight. At least there's like legitimacy in it. It's just bantamweight and below. It's just it's not a popular division. Super bantamweight included. Like
Seb on Twitter told me that Chocolatito ducked Inoue. Okay, that's fair. You got that. Chocolatito didn't want any. I got you. I feel you. Nothing you could have done about that. Respect. But still, you didn't fight any other certifieds at 115. So I understand that you may have been avoided, but I mean, like, look at Jamal, Charlo, and Andre. Them niggas have been blatantly ducked, and people just say they suck. So I'm not about to you're not about to say, oh, well, them niggas are avoided, so they suck. They got to fight somebody, but then crown anyway because you say, oh, but nobody wants to fight them. That's bullshit. It's just like how they're trying to do fucking Andrade and Janabek. Wait, hold on. So you want to say that Janabek is this massive avoided champion, but Andrade can't be avoided? But then you want to give Janabek more credit for fighting dudes like Dignam that Andrade's been fighting? Like, no, I'm tired. You niggas got to be consistent. This shit is fucking annoying. The prime undefeated ops and champions and former champions that Fulton has been fighting are comparable and arguably better than the one fucking Donaire Inoue beat. Now, if you want to talk about those dudes down in the sperm weights, yeah, one of them became a unified champion after they fought Inoue, blah 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 blah. Okay, fucking great, but again, against who? And it's not because no one knows these people. That's not what we're saying. We're literally questioning their skill set. Because like I said, the reason why audiences aren't grasping to those classes is because they're all built the same and it's hard to differentiate style. They throw a lot of fucking punches. It's pretty much it. So, and also the personality down there, it's like it's not a big sell. They're all like the same person. And they barely, come on. So, because there are some certified dudes in the sperm weights. Like fucking what's this dude named Scrappy? Scrappy is gonna be probably fucking a flyweight champ. He's out of LA. Why do I know him? Because he's good, and he shows separation. He's a small little sperm weight too. I think his name is what, Scrappy Gonzalez or Scrappy Rodriguez, one of those. But yeah, his name is Scrappy. He fights at 115. Yeah, he fights at 115. He gonna be good. He's solid. He's on like 10-0. We know him. So don't make that excuse. Wait, what'd you say?
I said, who's Scrappy?
Oh, you don't know Scrappy?
No, I don't know him.
Let me see. I'm trying to remember his name. Yeah, his name is John. My bad. His name is John Ramirez. John Ramirez. Yeah, John Ramirez is solid. He's gonna be a motherfucker. He's 26 years old. He's 10-0, 8 knockouts. He fights a super flyweight.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
He's signed with Golden Boy right now.
He would beat the shit out of who's that Middle Eastern dude on DAZN? Yafai, right?
Yafai. Hell yeah. The Yafai brothers aren't all that. They're whatever. But yeah, no, Scrappy's only 10-0. He's gonna be a boss. He's gonna run fucking Superfly. So yeah, so people keep saying, oh, it's because you just don't watch them. It's like, no, it's just you gotta fucking differentiate yourself. You gotta show some actual skill separation. So motherfuckers just coming in and thinking, oh, it's because you don't know them, It's like, no, people be knowing these dudes. It's It's what have they done? Who are they beating? What have they shown you to indicate that they are on that world level? Like I said, it pisses me off because these dudes say that Inoue is levels above, but he's not doing levels above shit. Okay, it's the same shit that pisses me off when people talk about Keyshawn, when people talk about Shakur. Okay, great, you're talking about how these people are levels above, but he didn't do anything different with Burgos that nobody else did. He did the same shit as everyone else. How the fuck is he levels above? You know, it's just motherfuckers like they just fucking anointing people, and they look they don't even like visually look like they're showing separation. It's like, yes, he looks fantastic against marginal ops, just like Terrence Crawford. Oh, Terrence Crawford is this amazing knockout machine. He's gonna do all this shit. Okay, yeah, he's fighting the fucking Ricky Burnses and the Ray Beltrans of the world. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think like tournaments need to be like like mandatory for like anybody contending for like a title, because like I
I
think
mean,
I
they
think
used to
that's
be, and
how.
then niggas started doing all this ducking bullshit, and promoters constantly fucked that up. But there used to be tournaments. I mean, they tried it with Lomachenko, but Luke Campbell ducked. Devin Haney didn't want to participate, got a Loma fight, then Loma ducked. So they could try it, but
Devin
all these,
Haney?
yeah, because originally Luke Campbell was supposed to fight Devin for the fucking for that little interim.
Yeah, for the WBC interim title.
Yeah, for that whack shit, and then and then as opposed to letting them eliminate while Lomachenko did something else, he decided to fight Luke to satisfy that shit. Luke got beat up, and then Loma got the franchise because Devin Haney was supposed to fight him next. So yeah, so that's
Oh,
that.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah, and yeah, that's how people get around tournaments. And that was the WBC though. And Tiafimo was in that tournament too. He saw he was gonna have to fight Devin Haney, Luke Campbell, and maybe even Ryan Garcia. He just left the WBC. He said, "Fuck it, I'm going the IBF route. This is bullshit."
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, your rank should automatically be taken out then. You shouldn't be holding up, the division, like you bring up with the Jaime Munguia shit.
yeah, that's real shit. If you're openly declining title shots for any reason outside of bodily injury, you need to lose your fucking ranking. And I don't give a fuck about the money. Like Tiafimo's talking about he not fighting Regis Prograis because we're not even gonna make $1 million fucking dollars. Bro, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. And you ain't shit at 140. And at this rate, you're not gonna be shit. At 135, you had the keys to the yard and you fucked it up being an idiot. You decided to go to what you thought was a lower risk mandatory. You got your ass whooped on international television, got your little payday, and you rode off into the sunset crying about your fucking lungs exploded or whatever. You ain't shit. You need to go ahead and take that fight and get beat up and move on. Because shit, if you beat Regis and you become a 2 division champion, then you can get your little payday again. But motherfuckers don't want to be putting in any work. And this is the Canelo and the Terrence Crawford effect. They see everybody over here making all this money from marginal ass work. That includes Tank. They see all these motherfuckers making all this money from marginal ass work. They're like, why do I gotta fight somebody? Why can't I be that guy?
That nigga Tio started calling the feds when Regis said he want to fight him.
Yeah, bro. Tiafimo was a fucking idiot, and I knew he wasn't gonna fight Regis when he said he didn't want to fight Haney. Haney not even at 140 yet, and he already going on rants talking about, oh, Haney just wants us for the payday. We don't need to be doing all that. I'm like, bro, he's not even at 140, and you're already bitching up. My God, like this is the bitchest niggas I've ever seen. Jesus.
They think that shit is good for their career when reality is not. It's killing their career.
No, Tiafimo and his father know that he's food. They just want they're trying to establish a route for themselves to keep eating while not fighting any competition. And the reality is you can't do that. You can't come off calling yourself undisputed at 135, get exposed, move up in weight, and still act like a tough guy. No. Either you fight the best competition or you fuck off and take peanuts. It's just like even Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, like, talking about he won $10 million for fighting up and coming young dudes. Like, no, nigga, put in some goddamn work. You ain't getting no fucking 10 million. Fuck you supposed to be? 2 years on the couch, one Barrios fight, and all of a sudden you think you back in the championship picture. Nigga, shut up. Nobody's trying to hear that.
He should have ran that shit back with motherfucking what's his face? George Kambosos.
He should have, but his fat ass can't make weight.
Now he in a weight class where niggas
Third.
about to get on his ass, man. Gary Russell fight coming up too. Roof, what's his name, right?
He got did Garrett get Puello?
Yep.
Nice. Sweet.
Wait, what? I didn't. Has there been an announcement? Is that scheduled?
Nah.
Oh. Oh wait, what the fuck? I pulled up Gary Antoine's box rec and it said he was suspended by the New York Athletic Commission indefinitely. What the fuck is this?
They always have some bullshit like that.
Oh, what the fuck is this, bro? I mean, Vada says he got a check mark, so it should be all good, but yeah, this is fucking weird. Oh, shit, I'm about to look into that. But yeah, no, I mean, if he gets that, great. But yeah, but it's funny because even Regis ain't talking about Gary Antoine, and there's a good reason
Yeah,
for that,
needs an opponent.
right? Yeah, Regis.
Did you see that interview that he did with Mill City Boxing?
Gary?
Regis program.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, he was talking about like his next potential like opponent. He said he wants to face Jack Catterall, or I forgot who he mentioned, but I don't understand why he can't fight Puello, because he could fight Puello. You know, that's a good fight.
Right, and it's a unification. He could. I mean, it'd be a tricky fight. And also, Regis is funny because you know what else Regis said that got my attention? He said he tired of fighting southpaws. I'm like, oh, okay, nigga. Okay. You tired of fighting southpaws? All right. Because Gary Antoine Russell's a southpaw. So I'm just like,
Yeah, he's
interesting.
gonna get clipped.
Now all of a sudden you tired of fighting southpaws. You said, I fought southpaws 6 times in my last 6 fights or whatever. I'm tired of fighting southpaws. Like, oh, now you tired? Yeah, all right, bro. All right. Sounds good. Fucking sounds good.
It's crazy. I just think at this point, Regis, he's like, he looks like he's like declining a little bit. I mean, he's still fresh, but you know, I think he's on that same boat with Demetrius Andrade. You know.
Well, they both didn't look like they were declining, so I'm curious as to what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, in their last performances, they both look pretty solid. I mean, Regis and Andre both look like how they always look. And in fact, Andre looked better.
Yeah. Actually, did you hear with what happened with Plant and Benavides?
Yeah, that shit's a go, right?
Yeah, March 25th, but for some
I
weird
thought that
reason,
was already. I thought we already knew that shit.
Yeah, I thought, that should have been in the news.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
I was
crazy
hearing,
part. I feel like I was in the Twilight Zone or something. We already knew
like
this shit.
I was hearing some speculation that like the fight date, could have been, rescheduled for some weird reason due to
Man,
emotional issues with Samson.
Benavides is talking cash shit. He's sending Caleb Plant to the hospital. Every post is, oh, I'm knocking this motherfucker out. I'm sending him to the hospital. I'm gonna beat the shit out this white boy. All types of shit. I'm like, man.
And it's funny.
It would be crazy if he says all this and Caleb Plant goes out there and fucking UDs his ass.
Beats the fucking crap out of him.
Because Samson actually said this too. Samson said this fight doesn't really need any more seasoning because these two legitimately hate each other. I was like, oh shit, yeah. So Samson basically said, yeah, the animosity is real. These dudes legitimately hate each other. They don't like each other. There's gonna be some real shit. And I'm like, yeah, people all of a sudden got recency bias because Caleb Plant got over on Darrell. Plant gonna get ran the fuck over. Y'all gonna see.
He said Plant getting ran over.
Plant all day. That Plant.
That shit's gonna be funny as hell watching that shit, bro. What the fuck did Benavides stop this nigga at like the 3rd round?
It's gonna look like a fucking octopus chasing Nemo, my nigga.
He says like an octopus chasing what?
chasing Nemo, the fish from
Oh
Finding
shit.
Nemo. Is going. That's all it's gonna look like. Caleb Plant gonna be doing all this bopping and rolling and bullshit shoulder rolling, and then David just gonna corner him, let his fucking hands go. He's gonna get clipped, and it's gonna be over with. He's
Yeah, it's
shown
hard. It's hard to do that shoulder roll when niggas throwing like fucking 40 punches, bro.
like, bro, he got knocked out by Canelo because he didn't have the gas tank to maintain defensive responsibility for 12 rounds. You think Benavidez is gonna? And keep in mind, Canelo was trying to box for like the first six. You think Benavidez is gonna be in there playing? No, he's gonna run up on him and bomb his ass up out of there. The thing
Nah,
is,
it'll
too,
be. I think
Benavidez,
Benavidez might get caught a couple times though.
he probably will, but does Caleb Plant have the power to really land flush enough
Yeah,
to hit?
can't you see he has power? He knocked out Darrell.
Oh Lord, all right. Y'all gonna learn.
I think Plant is going to beat David. I think David's too slow.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool. That
At
could
least I
definitely
came out
happen.
with like my honest viewpoint. I'm not trying to bullshit. Like I think it's gonna be a tough fight, but
No, I mean, hey, that's real. That's real. That could certainly happen. But I don't think it's going to play out like that based on what I've seen from both fighters. I don't think Plant possesses I don't think Plant possesses enough of anything to really beat up David. I don't. Like even in the fight with Darrell, when Darrell was landing, Plant was on the back foot, shuffling, kind of wobbling, and also David's chin is significantly is noticeably higher than Darrell's chin. Don't look at the box rec heights. Don't look at the box rec heights because the box rec say Benavidez is 6'1". That's bullshit. That's bullshit because they say Caleb Plant is like 6'1", and them niggas couldn't be for like it's David Benavidez is like 6'4".
yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, so don't pay any fucking attention to the goddamn yeah, don't pay any attention to the fucking to the box rec because that's bullshit. That's baby back bullshit.
Yeah, Benavidez, he's really tall to be a super middleweight. That's that's like a lot of height. I would honestly like, even though that I'm just like playing fantasy for this matchup, but I want to see Benavidez versus Jaron Ennis. I think that's a great matchup.
What the fuck? That is that's a random ass. That's a
You
random
talking
ass.
about Benavid? You talking about Jose Benavidez?
No,
He
like
talking about
David
David.
Benavidez.
Nigga, come
That
on, man. That shit is wait. That shit ain't never happening.
yeah,
Um,
that's
Why not?
wild.
Boots
that's a
versus
whole nother shit. What
Boots.
you think about fights that's actually real? What do you think about what's the fight that's scheduled? Joe Joyce versus the Chinaman.
Oh, Zong,
That shit's
really?
hilarious.
Wow, he's going up against Zong. Yo, Joe Joyce. Wow.
I think Joe Joyce is gonna knock him out. But I'll say this: if Zhang gets in there and actually goes 12, I need his DNA tested because that chin is fucking amazing. If you get in there and go 12 with Joyce and survive that shit, man.
Yeah, Zhang, he's a monster, but I just wish he came into Let the Pros a lot younger because he has a really good style. But I don't understand why you go from facing Joseph Parker to Zhang. Like, that makes me feel like that's a step down in competition, but hey, like I'm down for it. Who cares?
I mean,
But I,
well, I mean, the only person to go 12 with Joe Joyce is Brian Jennings, but Brian Jennings is a good boxer. But also, people aren't exactly lining up to fight Joe Joyce. No one is calling Joe Joyce out. So you got to take that into account because he probably he'll smoke most of these dudes. Because Joe Joyce has only been to the scene of decision one time, and Joe Joyce's chin is pretty fucking ridiculous. So like nobody is calling out, nobody's calling out Joe Joyce to fight.
yeah, but I thought Joe Joyce was like he was supposed to get his title shot to face Usyk.
Shit,
Isn't
you think Usyk would fuck around with Joe Joyce when you got potential Fury and maybe even Wilder fights lined up? Hell no, bro. ain't trying to do that shit. JoJo is fucking
Yeah,
around.
but I thought he was talking about him being, like the mandatory and either sanctioned about it.
I mean, he might very well be the mandatory, but that doesn't mean he's getting his
Hey,
shot.
they're talking about making fucking Ruiz versus Hergovich.
They bet not, and Ruiz bet not take that shit either. I don't think he's going to because of that Wilder paycheck. Why would you take a fucking Hergovich fight and nobody knows him? That
Wow.
would be stupid. That would be stupid on Ruiz's part because if you fuck around and get outboxed by Hergovich, you just got embarrassed on a discount. If you lose to Wilder and you get knocked out, you're supposed to get knocked out. Hergovich, you're not supposed to lose to no fucking
I
Hergovich.
feel like Wilder's playing the back role just in case Usyk pull out. Just in case Fury pull out of the Usyk fight.
And that would be stupid. That would be stupider Fury because Fury can beat Usyk and then get AJ right after, back to back massive paydays in the UK.
Shit, it's not like he's like a big draw anyway.
No, I'm just saying like I don't. There's no reason why he wouldn't or why he shouldn't fight Usyk because he can clear Usyk and then he can clear Usyk and then make way for AJ because that's all they're gonna do. They're trying to get AJ a tune-up fight or two while Fury's fucking around, and all they're gonna do after he beats Usyk is make AJ versus Fury for undisputed in the UK. That's it.
Hmm.
That's all they're gonna fucking do.
So wait, like, even though that I don't really, going back to the Walder Fury saga, but like if Walder had won, then Walder versus AJ probably would have, been happening right now, or
No,
at least Usyk.
no, maybe Wilder versus Usyk, but AJ is a bitch, man. I don't think that fight's ever gonna happen.
Um,
AJ, because everyone knows it's gonna happen. AJ's just gonna get knocked out. Because I mean, look how he was against old ass Klitschko. Klitschko almost knocked his ass out with the right hand. The moment the moment I seen Klitschko hit AJ clean and make him drop down and get his eagle on the fucking on the goddamn canvas, I knew right then. I was like, oh hell no, this. I was like, this motherfucker not getting ready to fight Wilder, bro. I was like, nah, bro. The moment he fucking hit him, he fucking Klitschko made that man drop it like it's hot. I'm like, oh hell no.
yeah, I just don't understand what's going up with Usyk, man, because I don't know if Usyk is, a ducking Fury, from what people try to say, but I think Usyk, honestly, he should just go after Deontay Wilder. Fuck Fury, man.
It sounds like Fury. My people. It looks more like Fury's ducking fucking Usyk. To be quite honest, I don't know what the fuck is the holdup, but they're planning some shit for the spring. So hopefully they fight and get that bullshit over with. Because I know Fury's gonna beat him, which makes me sick to my stomach. I know Fury's gonna beat him. So just get that shit over with. Fury can fucking get that money, fight AJ's bitch ass, and then hopefully they all just go away.
Yeah.
Cause I don't,
And
cause I
then,
don't, I don't, cause I don't think Fury will do something. I don't think Fury will fight dudes like Joyce, or I don't think he'll fight a dude like Joyce. Joyce fuck around him. Well, I mean, if Wilder couldn't knock him out, what Joyce gonna do? But still.
yeah, because I mean, if Fury, if he decides to retire, if his mindset is quote unquote discipline for him to win undisputed, then he leaves, and I'd like to see Wilder get undisputed after Fury leaves.
I mean, it all depends. I mean, it all depends if Fury actually wants to fight Wilder a fourth time. Because Fury will get undisputed, defend against AJ, and then just retire. Like he just fucking vacate, walk off into the sunset. What the fuck? Who the fuck else he gonna fight? Because if Fury clears Usyk, if Fury clears Usyk and AJ, I mean, I guess there's some people at heavyweight you can fight, but the rankings are looking like you're gonna have to fight Wilder again. You're gonna have to fight Joyce, dudes like that. Like Frank Sanchez is top 10. I mean, he's already fought Dillian White, so there's he's running out of fights. So I don't know. It all depends, but I just want some of these motherfuckers to be gone. They're just taking up fucking space.
Yep.
Ultimately, I'm happy Fulton and Inoue is getting made. It's one of those fights where we can just get a lot of questions answered about both fighters, and then then we can finally move on and actually get to some proper boxing.
Yeah, did I hear some news about Jared Anderson trying to fight like I mean this is word of mouth. I don't know if it's true, but I'm hearing that he's trying to fight Johnny Rice or maybe I don't know, like I was hearing Ergovich too, but I don't think that's happening.
No, probably not Hergovich, but Johnny Rice is a good fight. Johnny Rice has made a lot of improvements. He's been on a little hot streak ever since he whooped Coffee's ass 2 times in a row. So yeah, that's a good fight. That's a good test. That's a legitimate step up for a dude like Anderson.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that he could probably get a fight with maybe I want to say Big Shot, but I mean if he's gonna go after FA like a Jagba, like I'm down for that too.
Johnny Rice.
It'll be crazy if
No,
what's his name Rice beats fucking Anderson.
Wow, that would be some bullshit if that happened. Oh my god.
Hey,
man,
that's just
Johnny
funny. That
Rice.
nigga that nigga Rice is getting niggas fired from the job.
Yeah, all the
They keep
all
on,
the
I don't. That's just crazy. Like they keep on signing him to
what's
fight
up,
these
Haas?
guys, and he just exposed them. Like what the fuck?
They don't do their research. They think it's sweet. They think some shit is sweet
He,
because
he
Johnny
hit that
Rice has
dude
been
with a
knocked out
flush
before.
right hand. That shit made his eye pop. I said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
Yeah,
Guido's face was like looking like it was about to get ran over.
yeah. I picked Guido by decision, and Guido was outboxing him until that punch landed. I was like, oh shit, he popped his fucking eye open. Oh man. And it's crazy how Tyson Fury had the exact same cut and they let the fight go on to the end. I'm just saying.
Hey,
Hey
I
gang,
posted that. Niggas got so mad when I posted that shit. I said the only difference between that fight and Fury fight is the mob was directly involved in Fury fight. So yeah, said Rice actually isn't bad. He's a good boxer, but dude just never took the training seriously. Yeah, I've seen. Nah, I see.
Yeah, people.
I think Guido took it seriously. It's just that he's just not that good of a fighter to be
No, he's
defending
talking
against.
about he's talking about Rice not taking his training seriously because Rice
Oh
Rice has
yeah,
yeah because Rice has 6 losses and have been knocked out twice. But people took that to mean that people took that to mean that he was soft, that he was a soft target because he's there to be a heavyweight gatekeeper. But people didn't do their research. People didn't do their research, and Johnny Rice has made steady improvements, so he coming back. But to put it in perspective, Stephen Shaw beat Johnny Rice. He beat him by decision. So
yeah. That's what I thought. But I mean, Johnny Rice, like he is a good, heavyweight. I think, you know, as far as where he's at right now, if he can get to the world title level, that would be very interesting. If he can, be put up against like a top 10 or top 15.
oh shit, that dude fucking that dude that they keep promoting on Eye of the Tiger boxing fucking Makhmudov. He's one of the people that knocked out Johnny Rice. Oh damn. Shit, maybe that Makhmudov motherfucker is actually good. They keep they keep
Uh,
they keep pulling all these East Europe motherfuckers.
yeah, like I saw his last fight in Canada. Well, I wasn't there, but I watched it. But
Right.
he's a decent fighter. Like, I mean, he's not fighting nobody good yet.
Fucking Makhmudov and Jalopy and all these niggas keep pulling these niggas out
Jal-
of
Jalalov.
yeah, they keep pulling these niggas out of thin air like shit. Okay, well now that I know that about Makhmudov, maybe he's piqued my interest, but Jalopy got to show me something.
Yeah, Jalalov.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking
he should go up against James Evans. James Evans or Steven Torres.
yeah, yeah.
Or
Steven.
no, no, no. He should go up against Brunzone or Pero. Yeah, yeah. Brunzone or Pero. Let's go.
What Jalopy?
Yeah, Jalalov.
Mm. Yeah, those would be some good fights. That would at least tell us something about this motherfucker. Because so far, all I see in Jalopy is that he's big. That's it.
Yeah, he's just a big tank. He doesn't have really much in his arsenal. Yeah, I would like to just see him and Richard Torres fight. I think that's a good decent level fight.
Richard Torres doesn't strike me as that good either. To be honest, he better stay in college or some shit.
Yeah, Craw, what's your thoughts on Richard Torres?
Shaw versus Sanchez? Oh hell no! Based on what I saw from Stephen Shaw, no. Sanchez might fuck around and knock him out. Cause I mean, come on, bro. If you're not beating dudes like F.A. Ajagba, fucking Wilder from Wish looking ass, I'm sorry, but I was super disappointed. And I like nah. That's a bad style matchup. Frank Sanchez is stronger, faster, does everything better than Shaw. Like nah, bro. Not to mention Frank Sanchez almost knocked F.A. the fuck out. So nah, I'm not trying to see that shit.
Yeah, to answer your question, like I'm not sold on Richie. I think he's like a lesser version of like a hyped up Tommy Morrison type fighter, but yeah, I don't like. I think he's gonna get cleared pretty bad. Once he fights at the tough opposition in the heavyweight division. But I think if he's wanting to be better, he needs to start working on ring IQ and let the footwork too, because all he's doing is just coming forward. He's not doing anything spectacular to make himself better to create separation. So I think until he works on that, then he's just gonna continue doing what people think he's gonna do. Like he's blowing all these guys out, like it's like he's like the next greatest biggest thing, and honestly, he's not. And I don't understand why they let the referees try to give him the benefit of the doubt of him like trying to throw like a lot of how should I say like rapid punches. Like he's not like a clean fighter. He fights dirty, in my like opinion. Oh yeah, all right, man.
Tor
What's your thoughts? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
What was your thoughts on Brian Norman Jr.'s performance?
It was decent. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired of seeing fighters in this stage of their career. I'm trying to see like instead of the top of the line, prime versus prime. I'm tired of seeing fighters in the beginning stages at this point. I want to see some great fights, like Inoue versus Fulton, Spence versus Crawford, that type of shit.
I like the
Yeah,
beginning stages because it tells me who they are and who they're going to be. But I mostly like the beginning stages because I like to see how new age fans decide who to anoint. Like I love, like for example, I love watching fucking Keyshawn because these dudes are just crowning this dude off of nothing. He's most notable for a fight he lost in the amateurs, and people are saying Keyshawn clears everybody. The shit is so fucking funny. We're not hating on
So
him. We just don't think he's that good. Like I'm not sold on Jared Anderson either. What the fuck?
speaking of beginning stages, did you see Torres get knocked the fuck out in the amateurs?
Yeah, didn't wasn't it by Jalopy or Mahmoudov, one of them niggas?
It was one of them niggas, and that shit was brutal.
Yeah, shit. And I'm like, that's exactly what's gonna happen in the pros. That nigga's not good. Why do you think he fucking does Rubik's cubes and studies real hard in college? Because his boxing shit might go left. He's like, I need a fallback plan. Yeah, nigga, because you're not good.
TikTok and shit.
Yeah, he's not good. He's honestly, he looks like kind of like the Ryan Garcia of heavyweight. He got fucking curly hair. People talk about how handsome he is and how good he is outside of boxing because they know the nigga's not good. Like I said, why do you think every time Ryan Garcia fights, Sergio Mora keeps going, oh, he's fast, he's young, he's handsome? What the fuck does that? What the fuck? What fucking handsome? What talking about handsome for? What the fuck is that? Because you know he's not good.
yeah, they do let the same thing for female boxing.
Well, female boxing have because males are really the only people that like they're not the only people, but males are the primary boxing audience. So they try to sexify that to make males buy more female boxing. That at least makes sense. when you're talking about Ryan Garcia, like most, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say most of the dudes that watch boxing are heterosexual, simply based on just the natural proportions of things. Most men are heterosexual, therefore, most men that watch boxing are also probably going to be heterosexual. So, stopping the middle of the fight, in the beginning, middle, and end of the fights, calling Ryan Garcia fucking handsome does nothing for me. It doesn't make me uncomfortable, but it does nothing for me, and it has no relation to his boxing skills. So, like, what the fuck is we talking about?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
just
that
weird.
motherfucker. He's handsome, and yeah. Like, how do you, as a commentator, how do you even follow up to somebody calling a boxer handsome?
Because they keep talking about what an amazing draw he is, and it makes me sick because the reality of the situation, he's not some amazing draw. Devin Haney has done bigger numbers than him. They don't want to talk about Devin Haney's gait and the attendance in fucking Australia because it would make too much sense for Tank to be fighting him. Ryan Garcia was born in California and didn't even sell out crypto, so it's like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Cuz from Victorville.
Yeah, Victorville. For people that don't know, Victorville, California, is where either your family like are migrant workers and they work, or you got a case in LA proper. You need to hide out for a while because you got warrants. You need to like wait for your court date to come up. That's all Victorville is known for. Victorville is a shitty little town. No offense from people from Victorville, but it is what it is, niggas.
Yeah, so is that like the poor section of California, or
Absolutely, Victorville is hot garbage.
so it's like Watts and all those cities?
It's not that bad, but yeah, like there's nothing to do there. You're not gonna find any amusement parks. Like I'll put it this way: the nicest thing in Victorville they got is probably like one Starbucks. that's like the nice. That's like the nicest restaurant they have in Victorville.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever go up to Albany, like I mean, Albany is probably like way better than Victorville.
I mean, I hope so. It's New York.
Oh, have you ever been in New York?
Not yet. I'll go eventually. One of my
I have.
friends. Uh,
Yeah, like you gotta check out Albany. You know, go
one
up.
of my one of my friends goes to Albany Medical School.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, so I'll go up there and see him at some point.
Yeah, that place is huge, by the way. Albany Medical School, like a medical college.
Mhm.
Yeah, Albany is a pretty good city. I mean, people try to give it like a bad rep, but it's really not. It's it's a very laid back city.
Yeah.
I
But
will.
I got let me read this last comment, then I gotta get out of here. Um my dude Hosbox said, I can't wait for Haney to sign to Showtime. Best believe it's coming sooner than we think. PBC going to do
Yeah,
everything to promote him too. Yeah, man, because Javante gonna have to fight somebody after beating Ryan Garcia. That shit's not the end all
yeah.
be all fighting Ryan
Devin Haney's
Garcia.
gonna be on the PBC. Let's
I don't
go.
even, and keep in mind, I don't even think Ryan Garcia gonna fight him for real. People are so amped up about this shit. I'm like, what y'all gonna do when Ryan don't fight him?
Oh yeah, Ryan posted that contracted photo, right? Trying to say he signed.
He didn't say he signed. He said they received it.
He received the contract.
Right. He didn't say he signed and we have a fight. He just said, yeah, we're gonna look into it. But yeah, look out April 15th. This nigga don't sound like he fighting Tank.
Oh shit.
Yeah, people keep saying that. I'm like, bro, Ryan Garcia has already ducked Tank. Why would he fight him now? It doesn't make any sense. He the last time Tank offered him a fight, he made up a bunch of fuck shit and dropped off the face of the earth for 2 years, doing modeling and eating bonbons and shit. Well, his fat ass can't make 135. All of a sudden, Tank is coming back and looking more serious than ever, and now all of a sudden, Ryan found his nuts. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yep. But we'll find out. But hey, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. Y'all
All
stay
right,
safe.
have a good one.
Peace out.